and welcome to Ashley and the Lamplight. If you're new here, I'm Ashley and I love all things Disney, Pixar. I'm a collector and love the parks. And this is part 2 of my giant haul video. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, it's already up on my channel. Go check that out now. That has things from my most recent trip when we went to the parks and things from the Character Warehouse in Orlando. And this part is all vintage, antique, thrifted, and a few gifted items that I found on this trip as well between Orlando and Texas. And yeah, let's get into it. I have a whole suitcase full. So we're gonna get into it. There is not a ton of rhyme or reason to this. I think I'm just gonna pull things out of the suitcase and see where we go from there. So I think we'll start with some things that were gifted. There may be other things mixed in. Like I said, I'm not going to organize this very well. I'm just gonna sort of pull from my suitcase here. But when I first arrived in Texas, I went on a trip with my boyfriend as well as my parents. And my mom had a little gift basket for me since my birthday is this month, and it had some items in it. So I'll start with those. I do collect Sully. The first thing, she got me this from Walmart. It is not really a Sully thing, but it is an Easter egg that is fuzzy and it looks like Sully. So there's that. A little random to start, I know. Next is this Kermit the Frog plush, and he has his Muppet Show tag on it. And he sits on your shelf and his little like legs are posable. But this, he is actually holding a little heart that is a picture frame. So you can put a picture in that. It's like a little old school Valentine Kermit. So that is very cool. And the next two items are amazing. These are vintage parks items. The first one, if you look at the bottom, you'll see that it says made exclusively for Epcot, and this is a vintage parks mug for Epcot. It says Epcot Center, and there is little Figgy, and he is painting the Epcot Center logo. They have actually made this year, for 2023, this style of mug that they used to sell, and they have the 2023 logo with Mickey and Minnie, and it's so cool to actually have a vintage version of this mug. So very excited. And this item, I can't believe my mom found. This item has also been recreated in the past year for the 50th anniversary. Disney has recreated a lot of older merchandise that was first sold when the parks opened, but this is not the recreation. This is the actual original vintage version of this item, and that is this Orange Bird bank. This is the original merchandise item from the 70s, and he is a plastic bank, and he's sitting down, looking away, looking cute, and on the back it says Florida Orange Bird. You can see the little place where you put the coins in, and he's a very petite little guy, but I almost bought the bank that was recreated for the 50th, but I just thought something was a little off about him. But to have the original is very, very special and so cool. So thank you, Mom, for all of these things. I'm very excited about them. And let's see what's next. This is right on the top, so we'll go here. This is he's got some tape on him. This is a Winnie the Pooh plush. Specifically from the Disney store. He is a Disney store exclusive, and it is a wintertime plush. You can see he's white, and he has like a knit blue sweater and a little knit blue hat. And I found this at an antique store, and I actually have the Eeyore and Tigger of this collection that I've found at garage sales and thrift stores over the years. And so now I found the Winnie the Pooh, which is so cool to have for that wintertime collection. What else? What else is in here? Let's go through some Sully things. George! Sorry, my dog is chewing on the baseboard. Come here. Stop. Sorry about that. My dog was being naughty. So anyways, continuing on. The next things I'm pulling out are small items from different places. And the first set of things are some McDonald's toys. We have a Nemo, and then also from that set, the pufferfish. They're all still in their bags. And then this one, unfortunately, the lady ripped open a little bit, but that's okay. This one, all from the same Nemo set. So I got those. Those were from a antique store that we found in Texas that was sort of in the middle of nowhere, but had good stuff. Also in that bin was this Flubber toy. He is dancing on the little VHS version of his movie, and he's got little sunglasses on. My boyfriend Jace loves Flubber, and so I found that for him. These were all like 99 cents, so it was great. And then I also got this Tigger movie bag clip, and this collection is all of the Winnie the Pooh characters dressed as Tigger, and so even Tigger is dressed up as Tigger, which is cute and hilarious. So there's that. Okay, what else do we got? Also from that same booth in that antique store in Texas, I got some vintage Disney store toys, and I may either sell these or gift them to folks. So they still have their tags on them. This one is Baloo. So floppy and cute. I love these old vintage Disney store toys. I just find the character variety fascinating to me. And the other one that I found is this little like crocodile guy from Fantasia. And he's so long and wiggly, it's hilarious. And yeah, sorry, alligator. He's an alligator, it says. But they still have their tags on and they're in very good condition. So that was a very sweet find for me. George? George. My dog, I swear. Okay, anyway, we have this guy who I found in the most random store. It was not really an antique store, but it is an old antenna topper from the parks, and it is this like foam Sully. I think his face is just a little bit hilarious, and his spots are painted on and just so matted down. But it's great for my collection, so I'm glad to have him. And then I also have these. These are Disneyland Resort cards that are still in their original packaging, like they're still sealed inside. And they have Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto on them. And what it looks like is all of the cards, I believe, have different characters on them, but I haven't opened them up quite yet to see, so I'm excited for those. You know, we're a game family, so a good deck of cards is always great. The next few little items are from one of my favorite antique stores in Texas that my mom has taken me to, and there is a booth that sells old and new toys, and he has lots of Disney things and lots of like 90s sort of stuff, and he has this wall of little baggies that you could spend hours going through, and I do. So some of those things that I got from him are, this little baggie has stamps in it, and one stamp, as you can see, is Mike and Sully, and the other one is it's also a Disney one. I think it's 101 Dalmatians, but it's a red one. So I got those stamps. I also got some Doorables. Let me open them up and grab the other things that I got. For the Doorables, I got this little Winnie the Pooh set, and they're all fuzzy. So it has Winnie the Pooh with a honey pot is the first one, and then it also came with Rabbit, who you don't see that much. And then finally, the reason that I got this one was it has Roo, and he has these giant ears, and he's so fuzzy, and I just love their sparkly eyes. They're so cute. The other pack that I got had Monsters Inc. characters in it, and so of course I had to get it. This one has Randall and then Sully. So I've never really bought the Doorables a lot because they're mystery packs and I only like certain ones. And so the fact that this guy had them in packs and ones that I was looking for was the reason that I got them there. Also from his booth in these little baggies, I got 2 packs of these blocks. They're wooden Disney blocks. They have characters on one side, letters on one side. Some of them are colorful, some sides are black and white, numbers. I think they're very cool. As a crafter, I feel like I could do something craft-wise with these, but I could also give them out as gifts or try to spell something. And I just really liked the look of them, and I'd never seen them before. So those are cool. From the same booth, I also got this pop figurine. It was only $5, and it is a Woozle from Winnie the Pooh. This is the whole collection. This is the only one that he had in his booth, but I thought it would make a nice gift for a Winnie the Pooh lover because you don't see Woozles very much in merchandise, and I had not seen that before. Also in his booth, I did very well with this store. Like I said, it's one of my favorites, is this Brer Rabbit storybook. I really like collecting vintage stuff like this, and with Splash Mountain closing, it's harder and harder to find Splash Mountain sort of things, and to have something like this as a piece of history. The condition of it is very good. A lot of times when you find Splash Mountain books like this with these characters, they're not in great condition, so I'm excited to have this. It doesn't come with, it's one of the like read-along stories, and it didn't come with the tape, but the book itself is in good condition, and yeah, it's a nice thing to have as like a memorabilia piece. And then this is not necessarily Disney, but I did get it, and I feel like some people will appreciate this, is a Mr. Rogers Neighborhood game. It's brand new, it's not been opened, and like I said, I like to play games. We're a game family, but what got me on this is if you see this artwork of the cards, it's by one of my favorite artists who does a lot of Disney artwork, and his name is Jared Mariyama, and he designed the original hipster Mickey way back in the day, and I fell in love with his artwork at that point, and that's how I discovered the Wonderground Gallery, and I followed him since then. But I just thought it was a nice game since it's brand new and it has that artwork that I really love from this artist. I thought it would be a fun thing to have. And the final few things actually from that booth that I got are, sorry for the noise, this is a vintage Winnie the Pooh pull tab toy, and you pull down on the string and it plays the Winnie the Pooh theme song. And it's like for a little baby nursery, and it's just so cute and adorable. I didn't need it. I didn't need any of this, to be fair, but I got it. And the final thing, excuse the rustling, from that booth that I got was something that I saw last time, and it was too expensive, and that was like a year ago. And it was still there, and the price was marked way, way down, so I got it, and it is this Minnie Mouse, vintage like character Minnie Mouse image holding a bunch of vintage Disney bags and toys, and on the bottom it says shop till you drop, and it was marked down to $5 this time that I went there. And I thought it'd be cool one day when I live in a house, I would love to have my own Disney room, and I envision a gallery wall of lots of different vintage and modern Disney prints, and so I would love to put that in there because I love the style of it. But going along with prints, we have these, which were found in a warehouse in Texas, and I ended up getting a very good deal on them. I've seen these at other antique and thrift stores before, and they're usually too overpriced for me personally, because I like them, but I've never like loved them. And they are these gold frame prints. I have 3 of them. This is the first one. It is like a movie style print with a ton of the different characters, and I got these for $6 each, which I think is a great deal. The next two are landscape. This one says Best Friends and has Goofy, Pluto, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy. I love the colors on this one. I will for sure be keeping this one. The others I might give away. I'm not entirely sure yet. And then the final one is a soda shop, which reminded me so much of Beaches and Cream that we just went to last month, but it's a very cute print right there. So I got those. They could be added into the gallery wall maybe, who knows. What else? Let's keep reaching in and seeing what we got. We have a few more small things, and of course some more Sullys, but before we get into those Sullys, I'll show you this. The next item is a vintage Kermit the Frog pin badge from the Jim Henson Company. I actually had walked by the booth that this was in like twice before I found it, so I'm glad I walked back. It was only $1, so I definitely had to get that. I found this randomly. Oh, this was at the Lakeland Antique Mall. We'll talk about the Lakeland Antique Mall. The Lakeland Antique Mall, if you don't know, is in Lakeland, Florida, and they carry a ton of Disney props, memorabilia, stuff from the resorts, and it's also like a huge antique shop where there are individual vendors who have booths there. And so one of the things that I got from there was this emoji Sully that is embroidered, and on one side he has a scary face, and on the other side he's laughing and all cute. My mom got me this Sully from a thrift store that we went to called the Hope Thrift Store. She found him just like in a little random bucket, so she picked him up for me to surprise me, which was adorable and very nice. And then this is actually, I found this at a thrift store that supported shelter animals, and it is from this year. It is a Disney 100 pin from this year, and it is from a Walmart DVD special. So it came with a DVD of shorts and then this pin, and someone donated the pin. So it was only a few dollars, so I had to get that. And oh shoot, it looks like my camera is going to die, so let me switch out batteries and I'll be right back. Next up, books. I have this was a quarter. It is a Monsters Inc. read-along book that comes with a CD. It's brand new. I thought, I'm not gonna get that. I have a ton of Monsters Inc. books. It's the same story. But it was a quarter, so how could I say no? Also from the same store, this was from another store in Texas, I collect Disney Little Golden books, and so I found this Pocahontas, The Voice of the Wind book, which I don't have in my collection. If you want to see a Disney Golden book collection, I have a whole shelf full, so let me know in the comments. So those are some books that I got, and let's see, what else? This popcorn bucket may not mean anything to you, but it is so cool to me. It is a Lanuba Zirk popcorn bucket, and if you don't know, Lanuba is the Zirk show that was in the Disney Springs Zirk Theater before Drawn to Life. It was the original Zirk show, and as you can see, it still says Downtown Disney West Side on it. So this was before it was even Disney Springs. It was still Downtown Disney, and this is the like main bird clown character on it. And I am a huge Cirque du Soleil fan, and it is so hard to find Zirk merch. And I found this at a local Goodwill, and it was only a couple bucks, and so I had to pick it up because I thought it was such a cool piece of merch. And I love when I find Lanuba things because it is like such a crossover between two things that I adore and love very much, which is Zirk and Disney. So that was a great find for me. What else do we got? Some more things from the Lakeland Antique Mall. If you can, check out the Lakeland Antique Mall. Even if you don't buy anything, it is such a cool place to go. I did buy a lot of stuff there, so this was one of the things that I found. My goal was to find Sully things that I didn't have, and I accomplished that very easily. I found this, which is the Scentsy Buddy Sully, and he doesn't have his... Oh, he does. He has a Scentsy pack in him. I just realized that. But he's a plush, and he's very expensive online and was cheaper at the antique mall where I found him in the booth, but so soft and such a great addition to my collection. I also found this. I have had this on like Mercari and eBay lists for months, but it was so expensive online. It is this Monsters University mug, and it was $4, which is kind of ridiculously cheap. It has Mike and Sully on it. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use it as a display piece only. Like I could put something like this in it and display it on the shelf and display the Sully side. But I was so excited to find that at the Lakeland Antique Mall. And I think the last things are all flat things, and they all fit in this like packing cube. So I need to open them up and then we'll go through the flat thing. So at the top of this packing cube is a ton of boxes, and you're like, boxes? And we're gonna rapid fire through them because they're almost all different and I just adore them. I found at an antique store, I believe it was called Orange Tree Antiques in Winter Park? Not entirely sure. There was a booth that was selling a crate full of vintage Disney boxes that were like merchandise boxes, but you had to buy all of them. And at first I thought, I don't want to buy all of them, but then I did. So here we go. There's a ton of them. This one is 100 Years of Magic, Share a Dream Come True, Walt Disney World. It has Mickey on it. They're just merchandise boxes. So another 100 Years of Magic, same one. Look at this. This is like so 90s. The colors are amazing. It says Walt Disney World. This is like what they would put ornaments or breakables in. It has Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy on the other side. The colors immaculate. This is the Walt Disney World 2000 box. You can see the 2000. Oh, it's upside down. But the primary colors, we say celebrate the future hand in hand. There you go. That's one box. These are Disney Store boxes. We have a few of these. They're blue with Mickey and the hand on them. Got another one of those there. Here's Disney, here's the 25th anniversary. Are you kidding? No cake castle, but very cool. It even has a little Mickey head cut out, if you can see that. George is crawling on the bed. More Disney Store box, different size, smaller, red with Mickey. Another one of these 90 ones. A different size of the 25th. A ton more of the red Disney Store small boxes. And, oh, stuff from the parks. I'll get back to this in a second. Oh dear. Okay, forgot that was in there. We even have vintage bags from Walt Disney World, like merchandise bags, and inside those merchandise bags are tiny little gift boxes that look like this. Adorable. And another tiny one from 2000, it looks like. And then also all of these, like long, skinny ones that pop up. George, we're good. He was about to knock over my camera, but we're good. But yeah, tons of these boxes. And I bought all of them because I have so many friends who love Disney. I love Disney. I think I'm going to keep some, but I think it would be so cool to send out box swaps with these or gifts for people. And as I'm entering this creator community, I'm trying very hard to make friends in this space, which has proven to be a little difficult, but I want to share these with you. So yeah, I'm excited about those boxes for sure. A mishap, I did find a few other things from the parks in this box, including the Spike's pollination exploration, where you find Spike, the bee, and then we also found, I bought this from the Riviera Resort. It is a little autograph book and coloring book. Georgia! So sorry. It is a little autograph book and coloring book, and I would like to use it for the Animation Academy. Also, the Riviera little postcard that you get with the signatures. Adorable. back to our regularly scheduled programming of vintage and thrifted items. Another Disney Golden Book, this time Captain America. When I find Star Wars or Marvel ones, I ask Jace, do you want this story? And he says yes or no, because I am not a huge Marvel fan myself. So it was only $2 and he said yes. And so it's going into the collection. Captain America, very cool. From that booth with the, oh, I forgot about those. Ooh. From the booth with the boxes, I also got this Disney's Animal Kingdom. It opens up. It's not really a guide map. Well, it kind of is a map, but it goes through different attractions and things at Animal Kingdom. And I just loved the retro sort of imaging on it. And so I grabbed this. I would really love to get my hands on like vintage maps. Still looking, checking eBay, but if you know of places, let me know. I would love to know. And I got excited because I forgot that I bought these. These are Viewmaster reels. I do have a Mickey Mouse Viewmaster, and these are Cars Viewmaster reels, and they were only $3. And sometimes these suckers can get pricey, so I was excited to find those as well. And a few more things. Let's dive in, shall we? The rest of the flat stuff. So we've got, this is a World of Disney. World of Disney. Woo! I've been filming for too long, can you tell? Walt Disney's World on Ice. This is the Pocahontas one. I have a few of these. I've never seen this Pocahontas one. It is the souvenir program. It's a little bent, but it was only a couple dollars. It has photos from the ice skating show. This was a Pocahontas themed one. Cool souvenir to have. I also got this. This is the eyes and ears. It's sort of like a, looks like a newspaper. It was for cast members. Some people collect these, but I got this purely as a decoration, and you'll see why. Because the cover of this eyes and ears is Santa Goofy by a like retro, perfectly nostalgic 90s tree and fireplace and candles. And I would love to just frame this and use it as a print because it's just stunning. So I'm gonna keep that in good condition, lay it down safely, and use it for that. And the last things I have are from the Antique Mall as well. One moment, my dog. The final items I have to show you are all from the Lakeland Antique Mall, and some of them are very unique and special. I mean, they're all special to me, but very excited about all of them. The first of the last things is this little tiny Monsters University book, and it's just a little storybook that tells the Monsters University story. Cute, adorable, good for my collection, excited to have it. The next item is a 1974 Walt Disney World information guide. It looks like it's in very good condition. As you can see, we got Mickey, Pluto. I haven't opened this up yet. It's still all sealed up very nicely, but it goes through all the parks. And I'm hoping that there's some really cool imagery in there. Sort of along the same lines as that, we have this Walt Disney World American Express card. I don't know, I think it's just a little travel brochure. But I bought this because it has the Muppets on it. How cute. And it has the different parks, and it has some like old prices on the back. Very cool. I'm excited to open those both up and look into them. Maybe we'll do that on my TikTok. If you don't follow my TikTok, it's at Ashley and the Lamplight. Check it out, that would be great. The next two things, I love these items because I already have one and I love to frame them. I'm just staring lovingly at them. And they are old merchandise bags. So this is they're paper, like little merchandise sacks. And this says Walt Disney World, and it's got lots of different icons on it. And the coloring is just so perfect. I love it. And the other one, if you'll remember from my Character Warehouse video, I got a bucket hat that has the same imagery on it. And it is the Walt Disney World vintage balloons. So cute. And the last item that I got was, it's actually from the Disney store. It's a merchandise display proof. And you may have seen this in the Disney store, or even, I think, potentially at Disneyland World of Disney. Not entirely sure, but it's a display proof of a poster that was put up as display, and it is Sully and Mike, and this was $16. But I definitely remember seeing this in stores before, and this is the proof of it that they used to approve the design. So yeah, it's very cool. I love looking for vintage and antique things. There were so many Disney finds, and I really was picky about what I picked and chose. A lot of these things that I got, I don't even collect these characters, but I know there are people like Luis Ruby and other people that I want to be friends with in this creator space that I remember, I think, oh, they really liked this character, or they like this movie, and maybe one day I can send this to them and give things to them. So I was thinking about others as well, but yeah, that's the haul, baby. That's part 2 of 2 of the haul. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sticking around. If you watched both of them all the way through, rockstar, thank you so much. This is fun. This is really fun for me. I like showing you what I got and showing you what's kind of out there in the vintage space. If you want to see like vintage shopping videos, maybe, I don't know. Or again, the Golden Book haul, a Sully haul, my collections. What do you want to see? Let me know. I'll do a video on it. I have vlogs coming soon from the trip. I basically only filmed the park days because it was a family trip and I didn't want to be filming every single day. I wanted to spend time with my family, but I did film bits and pieces of the park days, so those vlogs will be coming out in the coming weeks. And that's it. I know it was a long-winded haul and video, but I'm grateful you're here and I had a lot of fun. And if you had a lot of fun, please follow, subscribe, like this video. If you don't like it, send it to someone who might. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a magical day. Come here. Come here. Also, George got this Spirit jersey. Look how cute he looks. It's Sully. He's being a booger today, but that's okay, because he looks cute. Oh my gosh. I do have the matching one, so maybe in a video we'll match. George, apologize to the viewers, please, for being naughty. He's sorry. He's really sorry. But he's cute, so can you forgive him? Oh, George.